everybody, Ray here. Welcome to my channel. Today we got Comic Block. Now I've said this before, Comic Block is kind of one of those that you're basically going to like it or you're not going to like it. It doesn't seem like there's like two ways about it. It's basically going to be those are some cool things or all this box sucked. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's one that I'm not really going to be hitting a lot. Like right now, this set wasn't bad. It's kind of iffy. I probably won't subscribe on a monthly basis. I will see what they're putting out, because a lot of times they'll give you hints as to what's coming, and I may buy it then if I get an interest. But otherwise, a lot of times it's just a ton of first issues that maybe you don't want or really aren't that big a deal. And they sent out some cool shirts lately, so that is kind of neat. But other than that, it's an iffy one. And it's up to you if you're a comic collector, or if you're starting out as a comic collector. This would probably be a good box for you because it gives you a wide range of items as far as exposure to different comics. But if you're a heavy collector who's been there, unless you want to just kind of explore your collection and throw a bunch of stuff that you don't have or what have you, it probably isn't going to work for you. Because I know a lot of collectors will want to do runs, they want to do series, they don't want to just get one different comic or three or four different comics in a box, and they're just like wide range independents, normals, and so on and so forth. So it's entirely up to you, but that's kind of why I do this little YouTube channel, is to show you things that maybe you don't know about, boxes you don't know, give you a chance to look at them before you throw money on them and waste the money because you don't like it. This will give you the opportunity to look at it and go, oh, maybe that is cool, or I'll take it, or that really sucks, I'm not going to buy that, I'll just keep watching until I see something cool. And that's fine. That's why it's doing it. So, that being said, let's rock into it. Starting out with the shirt. And being it's comic, I mean, you can put comic stuff on here, so that's kind of cool usually. And this one's pretty damn cool. I like this one. It's Spawn, which you don't see a lot of lately. It's kind of like they've gotten away from it. And to be honest with you, I think that's more McFarlane's fault, because he's more into his toys than he is the Spawn comic anymore. He still puts it out, but it's just, he's not really worried that much about it. It's basically you're gonna have a cult following that just buys his books and that's about it. He's more worried about his toys, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. I mean, he's a good artist. He does some nice stuff, and I do like some of his toys. They're pretty cool. They're higher quality, but I like Spawn. I should bring him back into the mainstream so everybody's looking at him. But he's cool. That's a cool shirt, man. I haven't seen one like that in a while. I like that. That's awesome. So then we get into the rest of it, which is comic. Yeah. So then you start out with Lara Croft and the Frozen Omen from Dark Horse. Must be restarting as Square Enix, so it's in conjunction with the new Lara Croft game coming out, I'm assuming, since they're doing it with Square Enix. And it's got the Comic Block variant cover, of course. So Lara Croft I'm not really that big on, and it's usually not a series that handles its own. It's usually in conjunction with the game. Game's not bad, I'm not a big fan, but that's alright. Everybody's got their own flavors. That's not bad. And I like Dark Horse. Then you got, of course, Back to the Future. Boy, this cover's a mess. From IDW for Back to the Future, and it looks like they're bringing the game back again. Oh, it's a card game. Never mind, card game. But if you look at it, you know, you got your nerd block down here, but up on the license, if I can get my fat finger to point, it says Comic Block on the back for the license plate. So they really busied the hell out of this cover, the variant for it. So the comic's really not, I mean, it basically follows the movie. If you watch the movies, the comic's not any different than that. It's just cut up into pieces. So, and drawn different. So if you're interested in that, that's something for you. Not really my thing. And then we got here's, I mean, you're gonna get a ton of books when TV series pop out and they become popular. If they don't have a comic already, they're gonna get a comic. That's just the way it is. And that's what we got here is Heroes Vengeance. And of course it's advertising Heroes Reborn on the bottom and stuff. And Nerd Block variant cover. Katana Girl, so they must be having multiple different variation covers with all the heroes, I'm assuming. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Prelude to the TV series Heroes Reborn. So, but you're gonna get that. That's the way they are. I don't know. I'm not. This box is kind of I'd rather have comics that are comics and not just like advertisements for stuff like that. It's kind of ridiculous. And then we've got something that a YouTuber out there, symbiotically geeky, would love. And it's a print of Venom. And that's pretty cool. That's not bad. It's just a regular print they pump off. It says Howard on the bottom, but I don't think it's signed by him. I think it's just, you get a lot of prints that you can reprint off a computer and stuff, and they just have like names on them. But that doesn't mean it was really signed by somebody. So, but it's a cool print. Symbiotically, you like this. So, alright. So then, we can get to... What? Oh. We can roll the price, T-shirt. As always. Good, bad, ugly. $12. You've got this print, which I say is basically just like a Xeroxed copy of something. It's not really signed, dated, blah, 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 blah. Numbered, anything like that. It's cool. A couple bucks, Xeroxed. Heroes Vengeance. It says $4 on it. Basically what comics are. Variant cover, but extremely specific to the show. Not really something that people would run after. It's got cartoony on the front. I don't know. I mean, you can go $4.50 if you want on it because of the variant cover, but it's not going to be a huge collectible, I don't think. Back to the Future right now is a huge collectible. It's probably $4, but it doesn't have a price on it. So they probably made it just for Nerd Block, since the cover's got so many things on it. They made it for Back to the Future Day, but now that that's passed, it probably isn't going to be worth much. So you probably go about $4 or $5 on that, roughly. Lara Croft, again, $4, but again, it's just for a game more than anything. It's not really become a series. I don't know. Some people like it. I mean, these are just my opinions. I'm sure there's plenty of people who like these things. I just hate seeing comics come out for just video games or just for a TV show or whatever. They're not really putting a lot of effort into making it a series that'll last for long. It's just to get your attention towards the game or towards the TV or whatever. So, but you can go $4.50, $5 on it because of the variant cover. So you got 15, 29, about $30 worth, and that's about what the box costs you, which is what Comic Block does. Of all Nerd Blocks, this is the one that's the hardest to get value for, just because if they were going to do that, they'd have to pump in more comics, or they'd have to do something special, like that print would have to be numbered and signed. So it's kind of like one of those things that just kind of sits in the center. If you like the stuff that's in it, it's worth it. If you don't like it, it's not worth it. And like I say, it's one where I'm going to cancel subscription, and I think I'll just go month to month on it as to, if it looks like cool stuff is coming up, I'll grab it. If it doesn't, I won't. So, but that's up to you. Like I say, it's a mid-range value, so it's a matter of what you liked in the box. The shirt was cool. The print was cool, but it's just something you could print off a Xerox on a decent cardstock. So it's nothing special. The comics I'm not really big about, not really excited. Like I say, they're just basically attention grabbers for people that collect comics to get their attention onto other things, onto a game, onto a TV show, or to celebrate a movie with Back to the Future. Just their thing to get into the Back to the Future craze. So it's alright. It's not that great. So, but leave me some comments telling me what you thought. Always like, dislike, and subscribe to see what we got coming up. Always got cool stuff coming up. So, till then, we'll see you later.